a fight for the right to be number one. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
First down, Sheffield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems.
Pass complete to number 87, Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They look to throw. It's Lock. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Sheffield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Go. 15 line. 15 line. Get ready.
Now Locke. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
94.
On second and a yard. Lock going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where's part.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Sheffield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. This quarterback now, 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Toward the pylon, caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 47. Hey, pick your game up.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Locke now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
This play is under review.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. We're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Lock now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, amazing.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for this.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Bradley Chubb in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. On 2nd down now. Sheffield. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run on first down. Sheffield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater now. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Ready? Change two stop. Kill. We on now. Jump, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a football recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Block now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Going to give this time to the tailback. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands, no matter how it goes to the...
Oh, he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Ready up.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Watch the speed grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
34 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continue.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
I'm scared. They go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And going deep for Hill, and that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff looking right. Gets around him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Bridgewater. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some